We'll look at 3 houses today. 괴물 돼. 괴물. Looks like a church to me. It's amazing. We really like it.
This is
I got rejected. That's a good news. And then there's not so good news. Okay, this is like really weird, but all of a sudden, I started feeling like that could be the right thing to do. Hi guys, it's Lily. I have talked about my childhood in some of my videos on YouTube, but I never really talked about this on YouTube, and today I want to talk about it. When I was a teenager, my parents got in a huge debt since my mom's business totally went bankrupt. That was the hardest time of my childhood / teenage life. My family had a really rough time trying to pay off the debt, and it actually took my parents a couple of decades to pay off the whole debt. I cried a lot when I had to see my parents go through all the pain the debt brought them. I really wanted to help them financially, but I knew I couldn't help them as a middle school student, so that really made me sad and depressed. When I went to college, my parents were not able to really help me pay for my tuition, and usually in Korea, parents take care of their children's college tuition. My parents never really openly talked about their financial struggles with us, me and my sister. So I really had no idea how bad the situation was. Since they couldn't afford to pay for my tuition, they decided to take a student loan with my name. I never really questioned them if they were paying off the loan or not. But when I graduated from my college and got a job, and then I was excited that I can get a credit card. But when I applied for a credit card, I got rejected. And I was like, why? And then I found out that the student loan that I had on my name was never paid off. And the amount that I had to pay was humongous with all those interests. And I felt like crying, and I'm like, okay, I need to pay off this loan. With a program that helped me reduce my debt, I was able to pay off all my student loan by myself and was able to be free from my debt. Sometimes, whether we want it or not, we get in a difficult situation and we get in debt. We don't feel like we'll be able to pay it off. In Korea, each year, people commit a suicide because they can't pay off their debt, and the debt keeps doubling and tripling. It's like an endless debt for them. It's not fun to be in debt. You lose your sleep and you get stressed out. I can't imagine how hard it would have been for my parents to be in that huge debt. If you're in debt, there's a way for you to pay it off. And one of the good companies I would like to recommend is National Debt Relief. National Debt Relief is a BBB, Better Business Bureau, A+ accredited and #1 rated debt relief company that helps consumers resolve debt for a fraction of what is owed. They're completely performance-based, so they don't charge no fees until you see your debt reduced. They offer a free savings estimate that can show you how much you can save with no obligation. They have 9,600 client reviews who are no longer drowning in debt. Their program is recommended for consumers who have over $10,000 in unsecured debt. So go to www.nationaldebtrelief.com/Lily to get a free savings estimate and find out how much you can save with them. Feel like getting some sushi. Came to all you can eat buffet. Is that what you wanted, honey?
Dasomi. Good job. Yuri. Good job.
Is it cucumber, eel cucumber? I think so. So we started potty training Dasomi. She's been actually doing really good. We put diaper overnight, but we realized that her diaper is always dry and she wakes up and she pees in the diaper. But today she woke up, we went to church, and then we just had sushi, and she used bathroom. She peed for the first time today. Her diaper is completely dry from last night. She didn't basically pee at all till now, honey. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think she's almost, I would say 98% potty trained. I feel like, right?
Yeah, say potty trained by Natty, man. Don't take credit.
I didn't say I did it.
Hey, why are you not telling the people who did it?
James actually-
is almost 98% potty trained by James. If you can't use the word James, say daddy.
James had to say that because, you know, he's so proud of himself, potty training Dasomi. I kind of tried and I'm like, I don't know. And then James is like, he was really determined. He's like, I ain't got no money for diapers anymore. Sounds like James, right? Yeah, he finally potty trained her. And that's a good news. And then there's not so good news. We just came out of sushi buffet or whatever. Oh my gosh, I didn't leave any tips. They said if I leave some piece, if I don't finish something, I have to pay extra, which is okay. I understand, but like they're acting like, I mean, you know, they can say things in a nice way, I think. This woman, you know, she was the only one serving everybody, and she was just like, if you don't finish that, you have to pay. I'm like, girl, you know, seriously. So, no tip for you. Sorry. Today, we decided to try New Orleans food. I don't think we ever tried it. Maybe we might have tried it, but we just never really came to specifically New Orleans restaurant. So, this is our first time. Yeah, I told James I got one Cajun shrimp pasta. What do you want to try?
I think I'll get jambalaya, crawfish pie, and chicken fowl gumbo.
Oh, so that's a sampler of true Cajun dishes, right? Seafood gumbo. I wonder what gumbo is. Yuria. Wait. Baba. Somi 엄마 봐봐. They're saying that's cell phone and they're talking to each other.
Bye-bye.
They're busy coloring their kids menu. Shrimp Creole, Cajun shrimp pasta, and samplers of Cajun food or whatever.
I definitely got the best of the best in the menu.
Alright, that's it. This food is awesome. I love it. Reminds me of the food that we ordered at Cheesecake Factory, right? But it looks so small. The rice also was just like so small. I'm like, what?
It's really...
Yeah.
This is kind of spicy. It's actually spicy.
Which one? This bread? The whole thing?
No, the whole thing.
Yeah, the New Orleans Cajun stuff is spicy. Hi guys, Lily. We've been looking for a home that we like. Not much luck yet. We've been trying to find a place that we can possibly buy, not rent. So that makes it even difficult to do stuff quickly. It takes time to buy a house or something, right? So, but okay, this is like really weird. All of a sudden, I started feeling like I want to go back to Idaho. I know this is kind of crazy to me, but I've been saying no Idaho. I don't want to go back. But I knew all this time, I knew we need to go back. I don't know if that makes sense. The first thing is James wouldn't lose any credits. If he transfers to a new school, like 100%, he'll lose some credits. And that means he'll have to study longer than he can study in Idaho. And the second of all, the price there, like the living cost was definitely lower, even though there's almost nothing going on there and super boring and sometimes super depressing. If you're a student, it's just better that way. On the other hand, here in Florida, a lot of things are going on. We thought about him also getting a job after the school. If he wants to do the internship, this might be better. So I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. I'm going to pray about it a lot. And I really need to know the answer. Yesterday we saw one house. And actually I showed you guys. That house, we really liked it. It's amazing. We really like it. And we made an offer. If the seller will take up our offer, then I'll think it as maybe we're supposed to stay here. But if the seller decides not to take up our offer, then I'm definitely gonna say this is not the place for us and we need to go back to Idaho. I asked James how he feels about it, and he said he feels good about both places. And sometimes, yes, you don't need to always choose one over the other. Sometimes it's okay to choose whatever, because both places are awesome. For example, when we are in China, James was studying there as well. He went to a university there. He actually got in a medical school there. Actually, he was going to Chinese medical school, and then he got into a Western medical school. Yeah. And then we started thinking about coming to America, and he goes to school here. Yeah. Open. Look at the color. What was I talking about? By the way, this is my outfit today. This is actually I bought the dress that I bought from China, Beijing. I haven't worn this for a long time. When we started talking about coming to America, I prayed about it. Should we come to America? Should we stay? The answer was either way is fine. But at the end, we decided to come here, and yeah, I'm glad that we came here. Yuri, 그러지 마, 엄마 얼굴에. 아, 유리야, 하지 마. 유리야, 엄마 머리에 그렇게 하지 마. 엄마 싫다고 했어. 유리야, 그렇게 하지 말라고 엄마 얘기했지. 하지 마.
이 갈래.
응, 가. 안녕. 엄마한테 그렇게 하는 거 아니야. 엄마가 싫다고 그러면 하지 않는 거야.
엄마 싫대.
그렇게 말하는 거야.
이거 엄마 머리 할래. 엄마 안 줄 거야. 여기.
Now they're becoming girls. I don't know how I'm going to deal with them when they become teenagers. What was I saying? Yeah, we'll find out what's gonna happen. If we get chosen, then we can really think about it. If we don't get chosen, then adios. We're out of here. 네.
난.
Done. 네. Dasomi.
여기다.
Closer. 안녕.
바이바이.
Bye-bye.
이제 그만
Okay. I'm sure a lot of people want to know if we got chosen or not, and we got chosen. Yes, the seller decided to sell the house to us. So I'm like, okay, are we supposed to stay here? Are we supposed to stay in Florida? But we decided to give it up. I'm sure a lot of you guys like, what? You know, Idaho? Idaho sounds pretty remote, isolated, and super cold. But I feel that that could be the right thing to do. But I'm still debating. Like, it's just kind of crazy. I know. Like, a lot of things are going through my mind. Maybe one by one, I'll tell you in my vlogs. Like, I'll tell you what I feel about also Idaho. But at this moment, I think we want to go back to Korea. I know, I'm sure a lot of you guys like, what? Korea? Yes, we want to stay in Korea until James gets into the school in Idaho. He has to apply for the school again, even though he used to go there, because it's been a while since he didn't go to school there. So he has to reapply. He has to get into that school. But while we're waiting for that, we're gonna stay in Korea. So I'm sure a lot of you guys really excited for that, and I'm super excited. All four of us going to Korea to be with our family, my side of family. Before we're going to South Korea, we're gonna go to Texas. And we're gonna visit some of our relatives there, and then we'll go to Los Angeles to fly to Korea. Yeah, that's our plan right now. And I know, crazy, it's like a big announcement actually. We're going to South Korea! I hope you're excited as much as I am. We'll keep vlogging and it's gonna be fun.
My name is Peng. I'm from China.
That's a great story, and you guys so cute. 떡볶이.
그렇죠.
Yeah.